Okay guys, hello and welcome back to the Slingshot project. This is Souless here and, well, we are back on Civilization with the glory of the ARC. And I believe we're ready for the next turn. Now, hopefully this outpost will grow quite quickly. And I think I'll just leave them to defend just for the moment. I'll get them healing. Don't particularly want to be sat and attacking because I will not be able to hold off against all of them. I don't really think there's much else to do here, apart from say moving them there and then doing nothing for the rest of the turn.
Put in.
It's like I said, we're going to be just waiting for this to grow out into being a city first. And we'll take things from there. Oh! Yeah, there's a lot there. That's worrying. Hopefully they won't attack if I just stayed there. So I'll put them on alert though, just in case. You get new production here. So if we look up here, we've currently got 3 health coming through, so that's all right. But we do want to make sure that we're not gonna have any problems with it, so we want to make sure we get this farm up as early as, because as soon as that turns into a city, we will be having problems with it, and there's nothing that really I could do about it otherwise. Oh no. Well, I think it's safe to say there goes the other explorer, because they will not survive this. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Right, let's just leave them healing and just hope that they don't attack again. Well, they probably will, but there's... You see, I can afford to lose them, I don't need to worry too much. I think I'm just going to leave them healing again. I don't want to be pushing through too much. I'd rather have them just attack me because I'm quite good on the defense. And then I'll slowly move forward and try and take out the alien nest. See, we've pretty much killed off one unit now, and that unit is nearly dead as well. So, but there is a lot of aliens around, so we don't want to be causing such a problem. Now, we want to go for the attack again, and just try and stick them as one pretty OP unit, basically. And again, I'm just going to leave them healing, because they'll probably attack again. They'll probably die, and then we can start moving forward. Leave everything else is fine. We'll go for next turn. So like I said in the previous episodes, we are going to be going down the purity route, so we do need to make sure we get all of these floats done, or at least as many as we possibly can. Okay, the health is getting slightly worrying, so I'm going to move them out of the miasma. They should be able to survive an attack from them, so we should be fine. We should be. Whether they can survive 2 different... yeah, I spoke too soon. Okay. That is a bit of a problem. So, I can go in and just take out the alien nest now, but I could be at risk of angering all the wolf beetles around. But otherwise there will be a load spawning, so I think it's... Oh, no. Did not realise there was a unit there. Right, they're going to get killed off next turn. This is not going well so far. At least we'll get that farmer lab this turn. And there goes the explorer. So we currently have no units other than the workers. We have Palatine. It's for culture, the trade route. It looks like they're on a different continent again. Now, quest decision, better life through chemistry. Living through chemistry, I mean. Earth's pharmaceutical industry with its peak, blah blah blah. Okay, so we can either focus on enhancing body function with +1 science, or +1 health from life extension. So as I've been saying, even though I do like to move up through the science, the health is what we need, because we need to make sure we can get the full amount of health, because if you go into negative health and you go into the red zone, you start losing a lot of your bonuses, and you start losing energy, you lose science, you lose culture. It's just not good. It really doesn't help you whatsoever. So it's better to keep up with that. So now we've got a couple of little thoughts now. We can either continue building some of these, but I'm thinking we need to start building up a bit of a military force, because this is getting slightly worrying now that we have nothing around. Although the ultrasonic fence is useful, it's probably more useful to get a marine at the moment. Because the marines are powerful, as you've seen. They can take a lot of hits before they get killed off, especially from the aliens, which is very good. It's not bad at all. Will I join you in war? No, not at the moment. Just because I don't have any units to go to war with. Maybe in a bit I might reconsider. I do want to be getting. I would quite like to get rid of the Brazilians, or at least take that city and this city. I want some of these areas. And as I thought, they've got the 8 float zones, so they will most likely be. I'll just double check, but they should be going down purity like we are. Oh, the protector going up quite a lot. No one else seems to be going down any affinity routes yet. Could just be that we're moving really quickly compared to them. Good thing about these turns is that we can just sort of speed through them, because there's nothing we can really do other than wait for the unit to be built. And now we have the unit. So I'm thinking that city will actually be fine on its own. It can take out a lot of them. So I'm thinking it's about time we start spreading around here. So that means taking a little bit of a military expedition force and taking out this nest. Now obviously the one marine squad will not be enough to take out that. So I'm going to build another one. I'm going to develop the virtue, and we're going to get 50% XP from combat. I want to get survivalism, because that's really good for taking out aliens, which is what we're going to be doing in the next couple of turns. Hopefully so in the next 19 turns we'll be able to get another virtue, which it is a while. It's not going to be very quickly coming around, but it should be hopefully around the time when we'll need it the most. So we keep moving these guys up here, and we need to re-establish the trade route now, so we can go. I think we'll go back with the Church of Dawn's Light, because that culture is going to be useful at the moment. What level are they at? Oh, they're at tier 3 now, so that's good. So that's the max we're going to get off them. And it looks like the siege worm is going to pay a visit, which I did not want. I did not want happening. That siege worm needs to go at some point, because they can really take down a lot of your units, and they can wipe out any of my units in one turn at the moment. There's nothing that could withstand it. Maybe if I get up a couple more affinity levels, I might have something that could, but just at the moment there's nothing that can go up against that. Now this is slightly worrying. Yeah, we need to continue pressing through, so I'm going to put them there and hope that they're fine. Now, the city's finished, so we have Axiom, our second city. So what do we want to be building here first? Trade depot would be useful. It takes 19 turns. You see, you want to try and get something that's quick. You don't want to be spending a long time trying to build something that's like 32 turns or 37 turns. But the ultrasonic fence is something we're going to have to get very early for this one. And you can see we're only on 1 health though as well, so that's a thought. We may need to go for a clinic. But the +1 production is going to be very useful early on, so we're going to go for that. And we're going to begin attacking these units. So any unit that gets within 2 tiles of Axiom or of Central as well, the city can attack them, and they can really take off a chunk of health off any unit in the game. It's really quite useful.
Venga, volvámonos más ricos.
Now they're wanting free energy a turn and open borders for a favour. Now, I've never actually got a favour because I don't know, I'm not too fond of the idea of them. Plus, they have a lot of energy already, so they don't really need any. We're the ones who need the energy more than them. So I'm thinking we're going to refuse this. And the Cavita and the Protectorate want open borders again. Again, I'm going to refuse it again, just because I do want to... I want to get at least another city out before we start doing all these open border things. We're going to move this other unit up here, and hopefully we'll have something powerful enough to start taking them down. Oh, we also have petroleum over here, actually. I don't remember being here. Oh. Okay, we've got Siege Worm again. That's worrying once again, and we can continue attacking these units. Now, even though Siege Worm needs to go, we need to attack that unit first. We could attack them, but Siege Worm is going to try and make a way around and get us, so I don't think we're going to. What we'll do is we'll just heal up for a second. And we need to build something here. I think it's going to be the ultrasonic fence, because that prevents aliens from getting within 2 tiles, which means that all of these upgrades we've done to tiles around will not be affected by aliens or attacks, which is really good, because the amount of times they've come over and destroyed my improvements is ridiculous. So continue moving this unit down. We'll attack those aliens and wipe them out. And then with this unit we'll attack that unit. Try and get rid of him. Once this other unit gets up there, we'll have a pretty decent attack force. But the Marines can withstand quite a bit of a beating. Compared to the soldiers you get at the beginning, they can handle quite a bit. But whether they can handle like that many units attacking them is another question. Don't think they will. So we're going to move that Marine squad up there as well. We are going to go for plus strength again. We're going to fortify the unit. But the strength is just really useful, and even though I was thinking about the health, probably would have been better there. So we're probably going to lose that unit now. Then again, maybe not. Maybe not. We might be able to pull it off. So you can get a major victory, which is what you want to get. You want to make sure you get the major victories, because otherwise it's just not useful. You're just going to lose your units around for most of the game quite early on. Because that's one unit gone out of this area. And that Siege Worm's getting way too close for my personal liking. So it's about time. We're going to go for the health for this one. Recover the health. I'm going to move backwards and just take over that tile. And with this squad we're going to get the attack bonus, and we're going to take out that squad there. Just because this Siege Worm will just start taking out our units, and we don't really want that at this stage. And we can attack this unit of, I think that's Wolf Beetles again. I'm pretty bad with the names. I always keep forgetting to remind myself what they're called. Taking that out, and now what can we build here? What's going to be more useful now? The food we probably don't really need at the moment. And now do we need the repair facility? But the science would be useful. So we're going to go for the science. I think after that we might start building up a few more military units and just try and overrun this area. I think is probably a good idea. Would be a good way to go with things. Now you see, the thing is, these drones are pretty powerful, especially early on, so we want to be defending more against them than anything. So we're going to heal those units up first. And move on to the next turn. So that's one unit gone. Now, yeah, I don't know if they'll survive this or not. Oh, they have, that's good. Normally have a 50-50 chance with those sort of situations. Thankfully it did go in our favour this time. And we're just going to leave them healing, because we don't want to be pushing them into combat. Rather let the combat come to us. As you can see, we just took off 71 health, and they only took 11 off us, so... We've got a pretty damn powerful unit here. You see, what's going to happen is a lot of these aliens are going to keep moving down attacking them, and it's looking like it's just going to be wolf beetles for the moment, and wolf beetles can't really do much against them. Well, our cooperation agreement has expired, so I think it's about time we try and renew that one. I'd quite like to get that back. As they're the most powerful around at the moment, so we don't want to be pissing them off. So let's discuss things, and shall we do that? That will work. May a strong friendship lead our colonies to thrive. And we're not going to do any others because we're not going to be assholes at the moment. That's coming later. But they're also going down purity as well, which doesn't explain why we're pretty good friends at the moment. And it looks like the Slavic Federation's doing that one. Which one? What's that called again? Supremacy. That's it. I'm quite surprised that I thought they'd be going with purity. They must have a lot of Firaxite around there, don't they? Let's go over to Axiom because I can see that they can attack the wolf beetles again. In fact, how about we remind ourselves what the quests we have are. So we've got worm killing, which we are nowhere near ready to do yet. Build a vivarium building in Central. So we'll probably build a vivarium now actually, and we need to research computing. But we're quite a while off that because we want to get terraforming first. So we need another 13 turns. So if we get this vivarium going, and then we'll build up our military forces. Just because if you finish the quest, you can get bonuses, and it can help you out. So even though we do want to be building up a more powerful military force, we want to be keeping there. So now we can get either +1 production from trade depots, or +1 energy. Now I'm going to go for energy, because energy is useful for early cities, so I'm going to go for that. Plus we're also running quite low on energy, so we want to start looking at sciences that will give us more energy in a bit. Okay, so like I thought, that unit's doing pretty well. This unit's now fully healed, so they can sort of move forward and take the bulk of the flak off the enemy for them. And we can attack again from Axiom. And we've even got the workers down looking over here now. It's like they're chopping down a forest. We've got quite a couple of things built here. We've got some mines and that lot. Once this terraforming's done, I think I might actually buy this tile and try and get the floatstone being built up straight away. So over here, things are looking... Oh, we've got some raptor bugs. Now raptors... Yeah, raptors are quite powerful. You don't want to be messing around with raptors too much. So let's move one tile for the moment and we'll just see what we're up against. Now, looks like that siege worm's probably gone up here somewhere. So we're quite safe for the moment. But we are just going to go on alert. Wait, no, on fortified just for the moment. We don't want... If that unit attacks us and we're on low health, it's not good. Rather be defending with the marines. Those raptor bugs are powerful, and they're a pretty good unit in the game. Okay, so we've completed familiar exotics. We have +15 culture, +20 science, and +11 affinity. So the culture, I would say, hasn't done much to us, but it's actually got us another virtue. The science probably hasn't done very much. The purity is very useful, and we're very close to it now. We just need +1 to get up to the next level. Okay, so now it's time to start building up some more marines. Now it's saying combat rovers, but the marines have got a better strength at the moment. Even though the combat rovers are faster and cheaper to build, the marines are what we want to be going with. No, we do want to be moving. No, in fact, no, we want to get survivalism. That's what we want to get. And what have we got from this? We've got plus 10% production in the capital and plus 10% energy, which is going to be good, so we can build up some of these units slightly faster. And to be fair, that is more useful later game when you're getting a lot of production in the capital. That marine unit's doing alright at the moment. Now, I think I'm just going to set them to heal in a second. We've got Jinsoku Labs, plus 2 science, plus 2 production. I think I'll leave them for the moment. Let's go for the health, because we're going to get taken out otherwise. And we can probably push through here now. I think we'll attack that unit and get rid of them. And what's this? Oh, we've got a sea dragon over there. Now, they can only attack sea units, which is... We're alright with it all. We haven't got the sea unit, so we don't need to worry about that. But we can hopefully take out this alien nest in the next turn. And by taking them out, there's no like attacking thing, it's just you literally walk onto it and it destroys it. And you get an energy bonus normally. Now, yeah, we're going to say the raptors are probably going to attack them. But they're not going to get anywhere really. Oh, manticores. Can we take out the manticores in turn? Yes we can, we're going to go for it. We want to get rid of this nest. We're going to risk it. So we've got 25 energy from that. That's pretty useful, but they're in miasma at the moment, which is not what I wanted, to be honest. But we are slowly clearing out the aliens from this area, which is what we want to do. And then we'll move down here. We want to get some of this titanium, and we want to be getting some more of this floatstone if we can. Oh, the ultrasonic fence, so we can either keep the original design and +1 repel range, which is really good. But we can also make sure trade convoys aren't attacked. I'm going to go for that one because our trade convoys are pretty good. Let's go for the next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and have these 2 units just mop up the area here, and then the new marines are going to start heading down. And there goes the raptors, but they might be killed off by miasma now. Oh, they just survived. That's pretty lucky, but I need to move them out of there right now. Ooh, nearly went then. Very close to going. We healed him. There's a lot of xenomass up there, so that's a possibility of getting some more resources again. We'll let that unit heal again. We'll let this unit heal just for the moment. Then we'll try and get this resource pod if we can. I do want to quite get that. I'd quite like to have that. Oh, so we've got 2 different production choices now, but we've got just move these marines first. So we could build a repair facility, and that's plus 10% production for land units. But we're getting onto the negative health, so we've got -2% growth and -2% speed towards outpost growth, which is not good. But I think we are going to go for the repair facility. And we're going to choose our next production. And what have we got here? We've got quite a lot of options. I think we're going to go for the old Earth relics to get this free culture. We do want to be sort of spamming this culture at the moment. Even though we want the health, the culture's going to be quick to get, and you can actually get a lot of health from getting this good culture stuff. It's probably around this expansion time where we are going to be in negative health quite a lot. But hopefully I can try and keep it around just -1. Because that's manageable. Any lower than that, and we have got a problem. So I think we'll go back to Church of Dawn's Light yet again. I'm liking this trade route we have going. Got another quest decision about the science nurseries this time. I can either designate the mesh towards your unit production, or towards just production. And it's obvious we've got to go for production. That's much better. There's not even, you don't even need to think about that. And I think we'll try and finish off this terraforming. Got one more turn left on that in a minute. After this. And let's see. One tile there. Now we've got some manticores, and they're like the alien ranged units, so we do want to try and take them out. Also, we can either domesticate the wildlife, which is towards harmony and supremacy, or we can eradicate it, which is quite funny. That's pretty much what I'm doing now, because I'm going for purity, so we'll go for eradication. Hopefully we can actually go up in purity level because of that. Let's go on the next turn, and hopefully we should get terraforming, which should be a big boost to us. We've got +2 energy, +2
Yes, the world is
go
beautiful and unspoiled, but it is wrong. Correct it at once.
Okay, so now we can get the Gaian well, but we need to be level 4 for that. But we can get geothermal vents, which is good. It's +3 energy from them. We got a floatstone quarry, which is what we really needed. And also get Terrascape, which is really useful as a tile improvement. It's +2 production, +2 food, and +2 culture. And it is really good, but it can't coexist with miasma, which is the only problem with it. So you need to make sure the miasma doesn't move over. So it's looking like we're getting towards a lot of the aliens again now. I think this unit's about ready to move down. May as well start moving it now. I'd rather not move it into miasma, so we'll go through the marsh, even though it will be slower. Choose a production now. So I'm not going to go for a colonist because I'm going to try and get the culture to get to the colonist. So I want to focus on the marines again. Let's get a couple more marines, but we need to make sure we don't get too much, because otherwise we're going to have a lot of maintenance on the units. So let's choose our next research. And it's suggesting we go down this way, but again we don't have the Phyrexite, so there's not really much use for it. So we're not going to do that. We can go for robotics and get this extra production. It should be very useful. But we could also go for computing, get the missile rover, gunboat, and spy agency in the network. So I'm going to go for computing. But we want to get this spy agency, and then we'll go through robotics, and then we'll go to nanotechnology. And then we'll start going around picking up all these purity affinities. As that will really help us get a boost. And I think we're going to end this episode right here, guys. So we've got terraforming finally, we've got the 2 cities, which are doing pretty well at the moment. I think that's a farm that's being built over there. Yeah, I think it's a farm. Is it a farm? Yeah, it's a farm. And we've taken out an alien nest, so yeah, we've got our military power is rising, and well, I'll see you again next time. So we're just going to take out this manticore. Okay, so we're going to move this guy up here, giant floor there. As we have seen, both people on the road can't take out the red button, just see what's around this area. I don't want to go too far down because we did see Siege Worm, and that's not